everyone. So here I'm starting your poem of the book, that is Animals. And actually this poem is written by the poet Walt Whitman. He is an American poet, and also he is known as the poet of democracy. The poem Animal, we are going to read today, that shows his love for the world of animals. He loved animals a lot. The reasons also why he loved the animals. The poet feels that going back to his animal self is more comfortable, is more peaceful. The reason is he thinks that human beings are selfish. Already it is, yes, we are. Human beings are selfish, false, and we are discontented. So this is the reason why he wanted to serve rest of his life with the animals, looking after them. Human beings weep over their sins, whereas animals have no sense of sinfulness also. So these are the very basic reasons why the Walt Whitman wanted to spend the whole life with the animals. So now the mainly the theme of this poem is that central idea of the poem is, here is comparison is made between the animals and the human beings, and according to the and after the comparison it is concluded that animals are much superior than the human beings. Unlike human beings, animals are calm. The reason is animals, they are calm. These are basic reason. They are relaxed and they are contented. These are the basic reasons why he loved animals a lot. They are free from any question of morality and immorality. They do not weep over their sins. They do not hanker after the material possessions. They do not have any sense of being superior or inferior, which is already found in the human beings. That is, the poet criticizes human beings for this means. Human beings are just opposite to this animals. So he feel more peaceful living with the animals as comparison to the human beings. So let us start the paragraph now. So paragraph 1, when you will see in the book, that explanation I am giving here of paragraph 1. Here in the paragraph 1, the poet says that he think, that means the poet, I think that I should turn away from depressing human world and live with the animals. So he is deciding to move from, that is stanza 1, to move from to move from human world to animal world. This is a decision he is just wanted to take. The animals are quite calm, self-satisfied, they are content, and that is the reason he wanted to stand and stare them for a long period of time. That is, he loved animals a lot. This is the paragraph number 1. Paragraph number 2, just we'll see that. Here in the paragraph number 2, he continues with and saying that they do not sweat and grumble about their conditions as human do. Always they have a complaints in their life. Always they are not satisfied in their life, whatever they are having. So nor do they lie awake and weep over their sins. These are the things which is found in the animals. They do not make me feel bored by discussing their duties to God. So these are the various reasons. In fact, no animal is discontent or is crazy with the desire to possess more and more things. Human beings, what we want always more and more. We are never satisfied with our life. However, we are healthy, but still we need more and more. But this kind of condition is never seen with the animals. So we are moving forward to stanza 3, that is line number 8. No animals bows his head in respect to another, to us or to his ancestors who lived thousands of years ago like human beings. This is another reason. No animal is considered worthy of respect and no one is worried about the whole world. This is another reason. In this way, we can say that animals show that they belong to me, that belong to the poet, and I accept them as my own family because I feel more relaxed here. I feel more peaceful living with them. They remind me of my original characteristics. What kind of characteristics we are talking about already, which I have explained about the characteristics, good characteristics which animals are having. So here let us continue with paragraph number 4 also. I wonder from where they get those characteristics. It's really because these human beings, we human beings don't have such. Did I pass their way a long time ago and shed those characteristics carelessly on my own way to progress? So can't we as a human beings learn anything from those animals? What kind of life they are having? So means just I want to say that in the whole paragraph of of this poem, the different paragraphs, just we are talking about the good and bad things of human beings, good things about animals and bad things about human beings. So can't we learn anything good from the animals? Can't we learn? Can't we adjust our life? Can't we just manage our life in the animals, in the way the animals are living? How peacefully, how contained, how self satisfied they are. That is the reason they are having a peaceful life. No sorrow is there in their life. So why we are running behind our life? Why we are running behind our happiness, in search of happiness where happiness is within us? So this is the main theme, main motto of the poem, and message already it is mentioned here, that is there is no use of grumbling over our condition. We should remain happy and content in any of the circumstances. Just like animals, we should not suffer needlessly from any sense of morality or immorality, and we should never shed false sense of respectability as one is superior or another is inferior. No superiority or inferiority is found in the life of the animals. So why we are making our life so complicated? This is the main motto of the poem, children. So in this part I have just explained you about the poem. In the next paragraph I'll be giving you the proper notes of this poem. Till then, just keep on reading the poem and my explanation and find out the doubts. If you have any, just clear out here. Okay, till then, take care.